Hi everybody, my name's Gene. I'm a graphic designer and I'm an illustrator. I've been working in the industry for about 15 years now. And we're going to talk a little bit about one of my favorite subjects, stop motion animation. So we're going to start out real basic. You're going to see this is just a stick figure, but you can get as detailed as you want. I just want you to understand the concepts here of doing stop motion animation on a whiteboard. Let's take a look. For now, I'm just going to show you the most basic technique. So you can see I already have a stick figure up here, and all I'm going to do is change the stick figure, and we're going to do kind of frame by frame. We don't have to be detailed right now because you need to understand the concept, and then, you know, at the end of the day, you can draw anything you want. You can draw an entire scene, you can go crazy anime on it, big robots fighting each other, transforming, whatever you want to do. But for now, I just want you to get down the concept. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to have your whiteboard, and I have, in this case, I have a wet erase marker. And the reason I do wet erase is because I find that dry erase, if I were to come across with my finger like this, dry erase would smear. And I don't want to smear as I'm doing my drawing because then I'll have to, it'll mess everything up. I'll have to start over from scratch. So I'm using wet erase, and I just keep a paper towel handy that's a little bit wet. And think of animation, right, as if you were looking at old school film. So here's a bunch of film, and you've got in each one of these film, in each strip of film, you have a bunch of little pictures. So essentially what animation is each one of these pictures, when you play it fast through a projector, we see movement. Okay, so like this would be, you know, your stick figure here, and this would be your stick figure in a little bit different pose, and a little bit different pose, but it's going to look kind of the same. So that's what we're going to be trying to emulate here in our stick figure drawing right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this person wave. So you want to draw your little guy, draw in the first position, and you want to take a photo of this with your stop motion camera or with a regular camera, and you can then, you know, bring him into the computer and do whatever you're going to do. But this will be our first one. So here's number one. Then what you want to do is we're going to move his arm. So I'm just going to erase this arm. Okay. You're going to be very, very careful with the wet erase. So I'm just going to raise his arm a little bit here. You take a picture of this one. And make sure you don't move your camera when you're doing this either, because then that's going to make your guy look like he's moving side to side. So keep the camera where it is, and make sure that you have your board taped down to like a table or something so that doesn't move either. All right, so now we're going in for the third frame, and we're just going to erase this and move it just the slightest little bit. Take another picture of that. Now, traditional animation has 24 frames per second, but you can go a little bit less, and it should be okay. So do that one. Erase. Take a picture. And at this point, I'm going to just kind of move the arm, curve it a little bit. Make it look like he's waving to you. And now we can take a picture of this, and I don't have to erase the entire arm, because now I can just erase this front part. Clean this up a little bit here. And then now he's waving. Now you can do two things here. You can either take this image and take a shot of it and then go back to the other image, so you're playing them back and forth so it looks like he's waving. Or if you want a little bit of variation, you can just keep animating and erase this. Or if you have his feet moving or something else, then you're going to have to keep animating anyway because other parts of him are moving. And so we're just going to go back a little bit. take a shot of that. And there you go. And so this is what your final stop animation is going to look like. So that's all there is to it, guys. Now, you can make this as detailed as you want. I know it was just a stick figure, but remember, this was just so you get the concept down. You want to make sure that you're using a wet erase marker, which you can find at a craft store, and you want to make sure that you take a picture of every single one. And again, we use the wet erase so that we don't smudge anything. And you can get as detailed as you want. You can draw any scene that you want. The basic concept is the same. Draw your scene, take a photo, erase, change one or two parts of it, take a photo, erase, and repeat that until you have your entire animation complete. So thanks for watching. I hope to see a bunch of your animations online.